Alright, welcome back, guys. Alright, part 2. Train moderators to recognize white supremacist speech and imagery. Platforms train their moderators, both paid and unpaid, to recognize conversations that praise or recommend white supremacist ideology. Civil society organizations can provide expert knowledge and training to moderators to recognize symbols appropriated by hate groups and distinguish legitimate debate from insincere trolling. Training should encompass all forms of user-generated content, not just written content. Examples of how platforms allow the great replacement theory to spread to Twitter. Twitter is of Tucker Carlson's latest platforms outside of Fox News, with 5.2 million followers on his personal profile and an additional 42,000 followers on his Tucker Carlson Today profile. In one video posted on the page on April 12th, 2021, Tucker Carlson passionately defends the white supremacist replacement theory conspiracy. The description of the video reads, quote, "Demographic change is the key to the Democratic Party's political ambitions," end quote, a phrase Carlson repeats twice in the video. Carlson also warns his audience that the left becomes hysterical at the mention of replacement theory, but insists, quote, "The Democratic Party is trying to supplant the current electorate, the voters casting ballots with new people, more obedient voters from the third world. That's what's happening, actually. That's just it. That's true," end quote. On Twitter, the video was liked over 10,000 times and retweeted nearly 2,500 times. Okay, and you see him saying this. I'll give you a second to read this. Alright. Oh. Spent 8 hours. Okay, Monica Matthews on air says, "Spent 8 hours in my space yesterday to learn blacks and whites of this country know the deal." Wow. And I guess she was responding to the Columbus Bugle. I can't really read that. Alright. Tucker Carlson exposing the power of Biden's border crisis of mass immigration. Quote, "To change the racial mix of the country. That's the reason." Quote, "In the political terms, this policy is called the Great Replacement." Alright. Man, look at his face. He's literally always making this face. Alright. Fellow Fox News host Jeanine Pirro also has a history of using her large platform to promote the theory. In August 2019, only weeks after the El Paso shooting, Pirro appeared on the Todd Starnes show and pushed the same violent conspiracy from the shooter's manifesto. Quote, "Think about it," end quote, Pirro said. Starnes and the audience, quote, again, "It is a plot to remake America, to replace American citizens with illegals, and that will vote for the Democrats." As a public figure, when Pirro preaches these radical ideas, she has significant reach. On Twitter alone, Pirro has more than 2.7 million followers, and when she shares clips of her Fox News segment, she typically receives thousands of likes and hundreds of shares. After reviewing tweets of her fans have tagged her in, it is clear they have embraced her conspiratorial talking points. One user tweeted at Pirro, quote, All it does is replace American people with foreigners to promote a one world order, a end quote, a one world order, more commonly known as a new world order, um, which Bush has used, by the way. So this saying has been referenced by Democrats, I guess, and Republicans. Okay, refers to the popular anti-government conspiracy theory in which a group of tyrannical globalist conspirators have taken control of most of the world and seek to control the United States and eliminate the American freedom. Actually, George Bush, I think, used it in a positive way. Um, anyways, adherents of this conspiracy are often anti Semitic and believe that the Jewish people are the ones controlling the world governments. Another user appears to tie in components of the QAnon conspiracy along with the Great Replacement theory, tweeting at Piro, quote, Democrats want to replace the American voters with illegal voters. Uh, the American vote with the illegal voters, end quote. And then suggested Democrats may be, quote, colluding with drug cartels and and child sex traffickers, end quote. Alright, this person's name is obviously blocked out, and they say such a comment is totally ridiculous. All it does is replace American people with foreigners to promote the one world order. And I guess this is basically the segment I just read. Democrats accuse Trump with colluding with Russia. I wonder if Democrats are colluding with drug cartels and child traffickers, sex traffickers. Alright. That's just like literally saying stuff just to say it. There's no actual proof compared to like Trump actually hanging out with like Kim Jong Un and Putin. I mean, I think there's diplomacy all the time amongst, uh, even with Democrats. I think they've done that before. Biden with Saudi Arabian types that everybody seems sketchy about. All right. While Tucker Carlson and Jeanine Pirro may be some of the most popular figures on Twitter promoting the Great Replacement theory, they are far from alone. Everyday Twitter users repeated replacement theory talking points in an effort to explain or justify the Buffalo shooters' terrorist attacks. One user explained that the attack could have been prevented and that the wall between had the wall been built, explaining, quote, you can't have 1 million illegal aliens enter the nation annually and not create tension and violence in the public, end quote. When another user replies asking what black Americans at the supermarket have to do with immigration. The original poster attempts to illustrate how, in his opinion, all non-whites are a threat to adherents of this white nationalist conspiracy. Quote, the common thread is that whites feel that they are under attack by elements in our society. BLM and black criminality is the one. Demographic displacement through immigration is another. Damn. End quote. Alright. Blocked out person says, this could have been avoided. We just wanted a wall. Blah, 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 blah. You can't have 1 million illegals. Blah. So violence is clearly the goal of policymakers. Another blocked out person says the white nationalist Buffalo mass shooter was not a lone wolf. He has the predictable and anticipated product of the mainstream conservative position that the mere existence of non-white people in America possess an existential threat to white people, which is exactly kind of what the Birth Earth talks about when not enough white people to spread our values eventually through manifest destiny and all that yada yada. But I'll get to that way at the end of all these videos. Alright. What do black people, American born in a supermarket, blah blah blah. Okay. This guy went on a shooting rampage. I wouldn't expect it to be based on wholly logical thinking. The common thread is that whites feel they are under attack by elements in our society. BLM and black criminality is one demographic, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And blocked out person says, dude, read between the lines. There's no black or white. Only money and power and greed. We're just, I don't know what that's supposed to say. Who is dividing and conquering? Good night. Well, clearly it's a mixed bag of elites, so even if this is true, this is just kind of racist just to point out, like, the two bad guys that happen to be in the cabal or whatever this person is trying to imply. Damn. Oh. The Fourth Industrial Revolution, I don't know what that's implied to be. Is this like Great Reset stuff or something? Alright. Oh. Alright, that was a bit off topic, I guess. Sorry. I've heard this new Industrial Revolution talking point in the Great Reset conspiracy theory by the right, so I thought it was related. Alright. This person is crazy, saying they want white genocide, they're trying to fucking replace us, they push non-white invasion in every one of our countries, they only condemn white people, they want us dead, their end game is our demise, not a few more cents in the bank, blah blah blah. Okay. In another thread discussing Buffalo, one person suggested that Jewish people were responsible for dividing and conquering America. Another user responded by repeating many of the points outlined in the Shooter's Manifesto. Quote, no more race missing, we're already under attack and have been for a while. While birth rates have been absurdly plummeted and whites have been soon be a minority in the States, then no doubt Europe will follow suit. Alright. Twitter's hateful conduct policy states that users may not promote violence against or direct attack or threaten other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, caste, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. End quote. Twitter's hateful imagery and display names policy also prohibits images or symbols in profile images or headers, or using one's username, display name, or profile bio to harass or to express hate towards targeted groups. And as we all know, and I think I said this in the last video, Twitter is a hellscape. You can just post whatever you want at this point. It's kind of gross. Alright. Facebook. On Facebook, Tucker Carlson has 1.1 million followers on this personal page and 3.7 million followers on the Tucker Carlson Tonight page. The videos posted on the Tucker Carlson Tonight page are typically shared between 1,000 and 10,000 times. The same video where Carlson insisted demographic change is the key to the demographic political ambitions was also shared on Tucker Carlson Tonight Facebook page. Since the video was posted on April 2021, it has been viewed more than 27,000 times and shared over 12,000 times. Among the thousands of supportive comments, one user wrote, quote, this was an eye-opening segment. The liberals are changing the demographics of this country in a deliberate way to cement their power forever. Another warns, revolutionary war is coming. Alright. I'm cutting this video into segments, guys, just so you know. So I will be back.